What is going on, everybody? Combo here, and as you read by the title, today I'll be giving you 5 quick triple take tips to make you a triple take god. Now, it's been a while since I've uploaded one of these videos, but I thought it was about time to come out of hiding and give my opinion and a few tips on some of my favorite guns in the game. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting out with number 1, we have using the choke. Now, the choke on the Peacekeeper is a very polarizing thing. Some people hate it, some people love it. I'm here to show you what you can do with it. You can use it if you want to, or you don't have to. So, the choke, in my opinion, really does its best at longer ranges. I believe every single sniper in this game has an optimal range, and the triple takes, in my opinion, is close to mid, and we'll get into that in the next tip. So, to use the choke at short range, you probably don't want to be waiting for it. As we know, the strength of the triple take close range is its ability to quickly make people short work of people, even if they're 5 feet in front of your face. If you're using a choke, it takes kind of away from the consistency of it, but it makes your shots do the same damage as they would every single time. But, as you can see here, if I even just spam shoot this thing, I'll still do the exact same damage. So, if you have a choke at close range, what you want to be doing is actually aiming down and undamming down sights with the triple very quickly. So right here, instead of waiting for my target right here and staying down aimed down sights the whole time, what I'm going to want to do is slightly feather, like this, as you can see. That was a little rough there. Let's try that again. You want to be all the way aimed down to start, and once you finally get to the animation, you want to let go and slightly let back on and off again. So, like this. It looks a little silly right there, that was a little smoother, but what this does is this allows you to keep the choke on the gun so you don't have to take it off before a gunfight, and it keeps your shots, what makes the triple so, liked and loved at close range, it keeps that consistency. So you can see right here, feathering our shots, we're doing 69s pretty much every single time, and we don't have to worry about the choke messing up our shots. Moving on to number 2, we have the optimal range of the triple take. Now, as I said in the last tip, I think the triple take excels to close to medium range, and it can compete at long range for sure, but I think that's where it shines. To prove this theory, as I said, the choke is what makes the triple even slightly competitive at longer ranges, but it certainly has its flaws. What I'm going to be showing you here is actually how to use the triple take at longer ranges and make it more consistent. So, this is assuming you have the choke, of course, because I will show, if you don't have the choke, what happens at longer ranges. So, we're going to take our precision choke off the gun. God, I've said choke 100 times now. And we're going to aim down at these targets. As you can see, the triple take is very low in the bullet drop department, as it used to be an energy gun. So you can see right here, I barely have to aim above the target and my shots will hit. But something you notice, I'm only doing 23 damage. That's because the way the triple take fires, the shots split into 3s, and only one of the bullets is going to hit. 23 damage that far, you might as well be using a scout at that rate. Now, let's say we put on the precision choke right here. It'll group all of our shots into one, and we do 69, which really isn't that bad. A sentinel would probably do better with the charger, but that's neither here nor there. Sentinel is the best long-range sniper in the game, in my opinion, and as I said, the triple, it's not really its comfort zone. What you can do though, as I believe the single shot with the triple is far too inconsistent and far too risky, hitting shots that is, you can actually slightly shoot early before your choke's done, and you can still shoot 3 bullets at a time, keeping the triple take consistent, which is what we all know it for. So, what that looks like, right here, we're going to aim down sights, and when you hear the second tick of that triple take go off, the little click sound it makes when you're using the choke, that's when you want to fire. So right here, 1, 2, boom. As you can see here, we're still firing 3 bullets. All of our shots are hitting, and the good thing about this is if we're slightly off on a target, our shots will still hit, or at least some of them. My problem with using the choke at longer ranges is if you miss the entire thing, and it's just not that rewarding. If you wait for that second tick shot, you can still hit your shots, and if you're slightly off, you will still hit them good. Moving on to number 3, and I know, I can already see the hate in the comments on this one, is the Hipfire and the triple take. Now, as I've said a million times now, I think the triple take does best at close to medium range. Gosh, I cannot stress that enough. The cool thing about the triple take, and especially the way it works, is the way it fires its hipfire spread. Now, if you look at the reticle on the triple take, you'll notice that the 3 arrows on the side are actually chevrons and not a circle like most other sniper rifles. Take the Sentinel here, you'll see it's a circle, and there's a big range where my shots can go because they're in the middle of that circle. Right here with the triple, they are much more condensed and much more consistent, as you'll see here. With most other snipers, if I try to hit fire, now from here I would say you should be aiming down sights, but this is just going to stress how good the hit fire on the triple take is, and then we'll be moving up closer. So right here, if we hit by the Sentinel, yep, we'll hit our first shot, but if we start spam firing and doing it more consistently, we're going to miss the majority of them. The triple take, however, does not follow this. If we do the same thing we just did, first shot, very good. You saw the first shot that missed there, and that'll happen. It's not perfect, it's not to a science, but as you can see, it is very consistent. We're doing 46s, much better than any other sniper rifle in the game, I can say without a doubt. And when you get in somebody's face, and I know, this doesn't sound practical, but I promise it has its properties. When you start a game, and let's say you get a triple take, and that's all you have, and somebody else has a sniper, or a shotgun I should say, you probably don't want to be aiming down sights, because that's going to make their shots a lot easier to hit. If you start hip firing with a triple take, as you can see here, we're doing max damage right in their face, just hip firing. This thing has some of the best hip fire in the game for a sniper rifle. It's honestly amazing, and I don't see why it's not used more. Moving on to number 4, we have a tip with a triple take, or a kill combo of sorts, to make it the most lethal sniper in the game besides the Kraber. What this combo is a full headshot and a full body shot. As you see right there, and I cannot stress this enough, that is one of the fastest time to kills in the entire game. Now you're probably saying, yeah, but is this really a tip? That just kind of happens in game. Well, I'm actually going to show you a way to make this happen pretty much, if you practice that is, pretty much every time you fight somebody, you'll be able to pull this off. So where this starts is where to aim with the triple take. Now the way the triple take's recoil works, it has very horizontal recoil, meaning it does not bounce up at all. The rechamber time doesn't exist, as this is a semi-auto sniper. And it's just really good for what I'm about to show you. So as you can see here, triple take's recoil slightly bounces up to the left when you shoot somebody, meaning if you shoot somebody in the body, around the chest, heart, torso area, it will bounce up to their head and you'll be able to shoot again and finish somebody off. What this looks like, so if I aim right at their chest and then shoot before the recoil is done, as you can see right there, it will automatically jump onto their head and knock them out. So right here, right there I messed up, I was a little bit too low. You really want to be aiming like right at the neck area. And yes, you can just go for headshots. I don't think that's as consistent. As you see right there, I did 92 and 115. This just keeps the headshots and the body shots equal in damage, meaning pretty much if you aim right here, you will kill somebody in 2 shots, basically every time. As you see right there, I left him kind of low. If we're aiming at the neck again though, 138, 92. Triple take really takes advantage of people's large hitboxes, especially headshot hitboxes, as those 3 bullets like to jump in between them sometimes. Right there, all headshots and body shots. We aim for the neck again, 115, 92. Very consistent on the 2 shots. And finally, last but not least, and I talk about this in every single video as I think it's very important, we have the sight choice for the Sentinel. Now, sniper rifles have the longest, or largest I should say, range of sights for any gun archetype in the entire game. And I think the triple take really should be cut off at the 4 times. Now the reason I say this, I've said it a million times now, the triple take is a close to medium range gun. You should not be trying to pick people out at long ranges. I don't think this is this thing's specialty. That would go to the charge rifle and the Sentinel. This thing is good at close to medium. God, I've said it so many times now. I hope you guys walk away knowing that. So, in my opinion, the best 2 sights to be using for this thing are the 2x Bruiser and the 2 to 4 times ACOG. Now the reason I say this, if you have a choke as such, the 2 times here doesn't make you too far for that close range combat with people. You can still feather aim pretty well. The sight doesn't bounce too much. And if for whatever reason you do need to challenge people at longer ranges, you can go for that double tick we were talking about earlier and hit your shots more consistently. As so. If you have the 2 times Bruiser such as this is much better for closer to medium range combat. I think this is overall the best for the triple take, as it keeps it in its comfort zone and lets you zoom in for a little bit longer range engagements, rather than a 1 times, which isn't quite as good there. The 1 times on the triple, honestly, I don't think it's worth using at all, because the iron sights on it, in my opinion, are some of the best in the game. So overall, I would stick to the 2 to 4, the 2 times Bruiser, and if you're really feeling like you need a little bit longer range, maybe even the 3 times HCOG. I don't like this one as much for close range, as I think it's just a little bit too zoomed in, but hey, that's just my opinion. Anyways guys, I think that just about wraps up this video for now. If you did enjoy, you know, like, sub, all that. If you liked it, you would have already done it. If you didn't like it, be sure to leave me a hate comment down below telling me why it sucked, so I can hopefully improve on my next guide. Anyways everyone, I hope you have a good day. Stay safe, stay home. This has been Combo, and peace out everyone.